Within the realm of ignorance, two distinct forms emerge: forgetting one's true essence, and hindering the realization of one's true nature. Delving deeper into the impurities that cloud the mind, we encounter ignorance, doubt, and misguided identification, all of which act as formidable barriers on the path to enlightenment. To truly eradicate ignorance, we must immerse ourselves in the repetition of truth, allowing the knowledge to permeate our being until it becomes an inseparable part of our understanding. Doubts, on the other hand, are dispelled through introspection. Gradually, our knowledge transcends the realm of uncertainty, reaching a state of unshakable conviction. Another significant hurdle lies in the erroneous identification of the self with the non-self, be it the physical body, senses, mind, or intellect. In order to overcome this misidentification, our mind must attain a state of unwavering focus and singular direction. Once these transformative steps are accomplished, the obstacles that hinder progress dissolve, giving way to a profound state of peace. It is often said that one should never cease to listen, reflect, and concentrate. Such practices cannot be fulfilled merely through the consumption of written knowledge. They require continual engagement and the cultivation of an inward-turning mind. Remarkably, as human beings, we are prone to placing our unwavering faith in various constructs, yet we often fail when it comes to acknowledging reality itself. To embark in this journey, we must relinquish all false beliefs that bind us, recognizing this as our singular imperative. When some individuals erroneously identify themselves solely with their physical form, they perceive the world as an external entity detached from their own existence. This identification arises from the loss of their anchoring point, diverting them from their original state of being. Consequently, they are advised to abandon these illusory notions, retracing their steps back to their primordial source and abiding solely as the true self. In this state of realization, all distinctions dissolve, and the very arising of questions ceases to be. We don't need to acquire anything new, we need only relinquish false ideas and unnecessary attachments. In this video, we'll embark on a journey to unravel the intricacies of the mind, challenge our assumptions, and transcend the veils of ignorance and false reality. Throughout this introspective quest, we'll discover that wisdom lies not only in the acquisition of knowledge but also in the profound examination of our own selves. Sometimes, we strive to grasp something foreign and mysterious because we believe our happiness lies elsewhere. This is the fallacy. Happiness is inherent to all of us and doesn't stem from external causes. As long as you seek something outside of yourself in order to attain happiness, true happiness will elude you. Our greatest mistake is thinking that we are inherently weak and inherently evil. Every individual is divine and strong in their true nature. Weakness and evil reside in their habits, desires, and thoughts, but not in their essence. Peace is their natural state, and it is their own mind that disrupts it. Realization is not something new to be attained, it is already present. All that is required is to rid oneself of the notion, I have not realized. The individual's effort is solely directed towards dispelling their own ignorance. Once this ceases, it is discovered that one's true nature has always been there. From the heart arises the notion, I am, as the primary datum of individual experience. In and of itself, the I am is pure and untainted. Pure consciousness, completely detached from the physical body in transcending the mind, is a matter of direct experience. Just as the layperson knows their bodily existence, the sage knows their formless and timeless existence. That which is timeless is not recognized as such due to ignorance. Ignorance acts as an obstruction. All we need to do is remove it. What emerges in this body as I is the mind. If the mind, which is the instrument of knowledge and the foundation of all activity, ceases, the perception of the world as an objective reality also ceases. Investigate what the mind is, and it will disappear. There is no mind separate from thought. When all thoughts are silenced, only pure consciousness remains. The mind, a fascinating faculty residing within the depths of the self, gives rise to all thoughts. It is through thought that the mind manifests itself. Beyond thoughts, there is no separate entity called the mind, and likewise, there is no independent world without thoughts. It is through the mind that we engage with the world, process information, and generate thoughts. It is the instrument through which we seek knowledge, make decisions, and embark on various activities. The mind is not a tangible entity, but rather a subtle force that permeates our being, intricately connected to our consciousness. Thoughts, the threads of the mind, hold immense power. They shape our perceptions, influence our emotions, and guide our actions. Thoughts emerge like waves on the ocean of consciousness, constantly arising and subsiding. They can be fleeting or persistent, mundane or profound, ordinary or extraordinary. Thoughts are the building blocks of our inner world, constructing the tapestry of our experiences and coloring our perception of reality. When it comes to the understanding of the self, we need to delve into the nature of identity and the concept of ego. The ego, often referred to as the I or the self, is a construct that arises within the mind. It is the sense of individuality, the feeling of being a distinct and separate entity in the vastness of existence. The ego is deeply intertwined with our thoughts, as it identifies with them, attaches significance to them, and shapes our self-image. However, the ego is seen as illusory, an artificial construct that obscures the true nature of the self. It is a product of conditioning, societal influences, and personal experiences, constantly seeking validation and perpetuating the illusion of separation. The ego reinforces the belief in a personal identity, creating boundaries and divisions that limit our understanding of the interconnectedness of all beings and phenomena. In this exploration, we are invited to transcend the limitations imposed by the ego and delve into the realm of the self, which exists beyond the constructs of the mind. It is the essence of our being, the eternal and unchanging aspect of consciousness that transcends the fluctuations of thoughts and perceptions. It is the core from which all experiences arise and dissolve. Through inquiry and introspection, we can begin to unveil the true nature of the self and recognize the illusory nature of the ego. By observing our thoughts, questioning our assumptions, and cultivating self-awareness, we can transcend the confines of the ego and awaken to a deeper understanding of our interconnectedness with the world and the vastness of existence. The mind is inherently restless. Begin by freeing it from restlessness, granting it peace, and liberating it from distractions. Train it to look inward and make it a habit. This is accomplished by disregarding the external world and removing all obstacles to peace of mind. In doing so, the mind naturally wanders, But, remember, you are not the mind. The mind arises and subsides. It is impermanent, transient, while you are eternal. In the state of deep sleep, thoughts are absent, and the world dissolves. But in the realms of wakefulness and dreaming, thoughts emerge, and the world emerges with them. Just as the spider effortlessly weaves its web from within itself, throws it out and draws it back, the mind projects the world from within and reabsorbs it. When the mind diverts attention from the self, the world springs forth. Consequently, when the world appears, the radiant presence of the self recedes, and when the self shines forth, the world recedes. Only the inquiry, "Who am I?" is necessary. The question, "Who am I?" is the primary means to remove all suffering and attain supreme bliss. The question, "Who am I?" is not meant to obtain an answer, it is intended to dissolve the questioner. Self-inquiry can reveal the truth that neither the ego nor the mind truly exists, allowing one to realize the undifferentiated pure being of the self or the absolute. You are consciousness, and since you are consciousness, there is no need to attain or cultivate it. In the vast realm of existence, the mind plays a profound role as the instrument of knowledge and the foundation of all activity. However, when the mind settles, a shift occurs, and the perception of the world as an objective reality begins to fade. Only then can we glimpse the true nature of the self, upon which this illusion is constructed. At the heart of this exploration lies the recognition that our perception of reality is not always aligned with the ultimate truth. Our minds, shaped by conditioning, biases, and limited perspectives, often construct a distorted version of reality. We create narratives, interpretations, and judgments that shape our understanding of the world, yet they may not accurately reflect the fundamental nature of existence. It prompts us to question our assumptions, challenge our beliefs, and expand our horizons of understanding. By cultivating an open and curious mind, we can embark on a transformative journey towards truth. One pathway towards dispelling ignorance is through the cultivation of knowledge and wisdom. Pursuit of knowledge not as a mere accumulation of facts, but as a means to gain insight into the deeper truths of existence. Yet, knowledge alone is not sufficient. It is complemented by the cultivation of self-awareness and introspection. It's a path that encourages us to turn our gaze inward, to examine the workings of our own minds, and to question the biases, assumptions, and narratives that shape our perception of reality. By cultivating mindfulness and self-reflection, we can gain a deeper understanding of our own cognitive processes and the ways in which they influence our perception of the world. Another crucial aspect of letting go of ignorance is the recognition of the limitations of our own perspectives. Our individual experiences and subjective viewpoints do not encompass the entirety of reality. By acknowledging the vastness and complexity of existence, we open ourselves up to alternative perspectives and embrace the possibility of a more comprehensive understanding. Letting go of ignorance also entails the willingness to embrace uncertainty and to question our preconceived notions. It encourages us to engage in critical thinking, to challenge established ideas, and to be open to the possibility of being wrong. This journey is a deeply personal and transformative one. It requires an ongoing commitment to self-reflection and a willingness to venture into the unknown. Now, dear friend, I invite you to take a moment of pause and reflect on your own journey of understanding. How has this exploration resonated with you? What illusions have you begun to unravel? What insights have you gained along the way? I hope this message helps you to navigate the intricate web of illusions and unveil a clearer vision of truth, allowing you to transcend the confines of ignorance and embrace a more profound understanding of reality. If this video resonated with you, I invite you to like and subscribe to our channel. Share this video with your loved ones who might benefit from this message. And don't forget to leave a comment below, sharing your thoughts and experiences. Thanks for watching and joining me. Take care and see you soon.